Hello folks, Fuzzfinger here, welcome back to Ni No Kuni, and before we do any more optional, well I say optional, but it's pretty much all we're doing now is optional stuff, before we go for any more bounty hunts, as part of our Task 131 Mega quest, we are going to be taking an even more optional detour today with task number 78. Now, there's going to be quite a bit of farming you're going to need to do for this. I've already done all the farming beforehand, but as we go through it I'll explain what you need to get and when you need to get it. Now before we do anything and go and pick the task up itself, you need to collect 10 of, where are we, 10 of these bubble pipes. Now they are quite easy to get, and these will be an ingredient towards a pretty decent weapon for Swain. So we need 10, I've got 8. I didn't want to make you watch me farm all 10, so I thought I'd start off with 8 before I started recording. And you need to kill the fuddy daddies, but only of course after stealing the item you want from Swain. We need 2 more, so I'm kind of hoping that once we've mugged one from the fuddy daddy, they might drop one as well, which they tend to do at times. What I also do is put my other characters in the tactics menu to do nothing while we steal. Otherwise they tend to kill the fuddy daddies before you actually cast the trick shot, which isn't good. And the fuddy daddy I can actually capture here, which I'm going to do, because it will be another capture towards our platinum trophy. So I wish I had started capturing more creatures, more familiars as I played the game, but for some reason I didn't think about the platinum then. And now that I am thinking about it, I've got a whole lot to catch. Yes, we did get a bubble pipe. Brilliant. So yeah, keep the fuddy daddy. Elmer, that'll do. Yada yada yada. And obviously you want to farm 10. And the area, by the way, I should have told you where that is, shouldn't I? Is here in Nazca. This is where this is the part of the world map where you can only land your dragon on the bird symbols on the floor. So you can see where we are there. What I recommend, because you have to do the trek over here once you've landed, is to just cast Gateway to go to Motorville, then cast it again, and you'll be back at the same place again with the respawn on the fuddy daddy, which always spawns in this tree area here to the north above the pond. So once you've got all 10 bubble pipes, we can travel to the Vault of Tears, because the task we're going to be doing, task 78, is with an NPC that's not far from here actually. So we're going to call Tengri and fly onto this wall, this cliff, right around here I think it is, if we can land there. Thank you Tengri for your assistance. And right here, to show you where we are on the map, is the cave entrance, where we will find the Alchemist. At least that's the plan. There's also a couple of chests in here which we might pick up as well. Well, might pick up, I mean, pretty pointless not picking them up to be honest, isn't it? So, a blue and a purple, spring lock, and I think there's a couple of accessories or armour pieces, a medal of fortitude, and if I'm not mistaken there's some sort of cloth item in here for one of your familiars. Although to be fair, neither of these are particularly powerful. A Starspun tunic. And by the way, if you collected the this here, the pretty parasol earlier on, it makes a pretty good accessory for, well, if you're using the Bone Brigadier as I am, for him. See? Gives a good boost to pretty much all the stats, and yeah, we lose a little bit of defense, but he's not a tank anyway, so definitely worth giving that. And I think we might have something better now for Ollie Boy. Where are we? Medal of Valor. Yeah, Nix Nashers. They're pretty awesome, and it nixes the enemies at times as well. And also for Esther. So make sure you do check your equipment from time to time. And here we go for task 78. He seems to be pretty surprised that a wizard is visiting him, but also pretty happy as well. And this guy apparently knows about cauldrons, and that is because he is known as the Alchemist. No one knows more about cauldrons than he does, and this is actually the final task that is going to give us stamps. Although it won't fill up all the remaining stamp cards we need, which is 2, but don't worry about that because you get bonus stamps, I think, when you hand in your last errand, or something like that anyway. Right then, so for this guy, he's going to want us to alchematise some pretty hard to make weapons. So we're going to need a grand axe in order to make a demon's axe, and then we're going to need the demon's axe to make the axe he actually needs for the errand. So the demon's axe is the first thing we're going to need, and for that we will require, if you follow the formula I'll show you. The demon axe, you should have the formula for that. I can't remember where we got it, but if you've been following my walkthrough you will have it. We'll need the grand axe, which you can simply buy in Perdida. That won't be a problem. You need 2 pairs of black wings. I've got 3, but 2's enough. You get the black wings, you can't buy these. They can drop from, or you can steal them from the relics mob in the Spring Realm. They drop or can be stolen from the Egyptian in the Spring Realm, or they are a drop or can be stolen from the Sharp Hooter in the Ivory Tower, so you need 2 of those. You might already have them if you've been mugging your enemies, or just, you know, killing a few in the Ivory Tower. The reason I've got 3 is I got those naturally through the finishing off the Ivory Tower in the story. Didn't need to farm for those, which was good. And then these Tatch Stones, whatever they're called, Tache Stones, I don't know how to pronounce that. Basically, you need 3 of those, and I did have to farm for these, but they weren't too hard to get. They took me about 10 minutes, I think. It's a drop, or can be stolen from the Puss in Boots, and this is where I farm for them, in the sea outside of the Spring Realm. But there are other locations you can get them from as well, such as from the Burly Hurley in Billy Goat's Gruff, and from the Toko Cold in Ivory Tower, although I tell you what, they are rare, so I wouldn't bother counting on those. And also from the Honky Tonky in the Ivory Tower as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and make this. There we go, look, we've got a demon's axe, and it's pretty useless to be honest, so we won't be using it. But we will tell the Alchemist that we've made one. And now he tells us we need some rainbow coloured fossils and writings about the mysteries of this world. Along with the demon's axe, of course. Now we won't have the formula for this, but if we mix and match what we are going to require, well, we know we need the demon's axe, which we just made, so we'll stick one of those in. Now the first thing we are going to require is, and if I can just find something, yeah, Collider Stone, and we need 5 of them, and they are a pain in the arse to collect. You are going to have to farm for them. They're a rare drop from the golden Toko Cold in the Ivory Tower. I do not recommend trying to get them from them because those mobs themselves are a pain in the backside. Now, the golden Godfather and the golden Bedraggle are probably your best option. I would go to the Glittering Grotto for the golden Bedraggle because it's also in the Glittering Grotto. You can find the other ingredient, which I'm going to tell you about in a moment. But for the Collider Stone, the golden Bedraggle, they can be stolen from this mob, and here is what I actually recommend. Use Marquezing. Hopefully you haven't leveled him up too much. If you have, then you could be pretty scrooged. But use Marquezing and put all your other characters on to do nothing at all, or defend or whatever, so they don't attack the Bedraggle, and basically try and hit the golden mob as much as you can to try and release a golden glim. The reason you want to do that is because as soon as it's dropped a golden glim, switch on over to Swain, he will get the golden glim and his special move will steal the Collider Stone 99% of the time, because it's the rare drop and Swain's special move basically always steals the rare drop. So that is my tactic for you to get that. The other ingredient you will need is 5 times Scroll of Truth, and again I recommend going to the Glittering Grotto. You can farm for both of those ingredients and at the same time, and these drop from the golden dragon muffin. You need 5 of them again. Once again, I recommend doing the Swain / Marquezing trick in order to steal them, as well as, of course, hope that they might drop, although it's rare. So we will grab 5 of those Scroll of Truth. This is actually a really annoying quest because the farming takes a while, so I will warn you on that. 5 Collider Stone. And let's mix and see what happens. Let's hope I've done this right. Yeah, there we go, a War God's Axe. So we can come out of that and speak to the Alchemist once again. And we get some rewards, some pretty decent rewards. The Clumps of Trolls Tears are nice for making some good weapons and armour. Although 2 is hardly going to be enough to make much. We get another batch of merit reward stamps, along with some bonus ones as well. So we've got 12 in total, and there's 1 more merit stamp card for us to fill up, for us to get the final reward. And he's going to give us some formula. That's for the War God's axe, the War God's armour, helm, that sort of stuff, shield I think. Now, you can actually technically do this quest as soon as you've killed the last boss of the game. The reason I'm only just doing it now is because you want to collect the Cad's Clasp, which we just got off the last bounty hunt, and also the Heart of the Muse, which we get for clearing the Soloseum's A rank. So since we've only just killed the last bounty hunt for the Cad's Clasp, that is the main reason why I have only just spoken to this guy now. Is that the Heart of the Muse you've got there? Yes it is, and the Cad's Clasp too, so this is extra to the task that we've just completed. He's going to give us some alchemy formulas for bringing those to him. And one of the formula he's given us is a weapon for Esther, and the other formula is a pretty awesome weapon for where are we? New. There we go, for Swain, and that is why I told you to get 10 bubble pipes. We also got 2 Clumps of Trolls Tears. I'm not sure where I got the other 3 from actually, but maybe I'll put that in the description because you need 5 of those. We only just got 2 from that guy. And the Cad's Clasp, which we collected off the last bounty hunt. So we'll go ahead and make this, because Swain's weapon isn't brilliant that he's using. And let's see if that will be an improvement. Not that I use Swain all that much in combat, I must say. He's got 267 attack, 168 magical attack. Look at that. Nice big boost for him. We can get rid of that rogue's revolver now. There's no need for it. And I'm just going to head back momentarily to Alma Moon, just to check out that we have definitely now done all the errands in the game. I'm pretty sure that we have. So I'll check the errand board, I'll speak to the dude behind the counter at Swift Solutions, which is quite close to the entrance of Alma Moon, which is why I came here rather than Ding Dong Dell, which I did get into the habit of doing, but I'm trying to break that. Let's see what we've got here. Nothing on the errand board, I should think. Oh, just the one we're doing, okay. So, we won't get our bonus merit stamps then now, because the conductor is the final errand we need to do. Oh, hang on. It looks like we've got them all. I didn't realise that. I thought we only had 3, but we have got 4. Brilliant. And so we have the Jack Amendor merit reward, which is pretty rubbish. But now we have all the merit reward cards, which means we get the gold trophy superhero. There is just enough merit stamps in this game to get every single reward if you do every single errand and bounty hunt that gives merit rewards. So we literally have very yeah. So I was going to say there might be another errand over here, but no. It's just the conductor which we're already doing. So yeah, we really are very close to finishing every bit of optional content in this game. At least if you don't count collecting all the familiars, which, yeah, I suppose I should do that really at some point, shouldn't I? But we've got a couple more bounty hunts left to do. So we'll just have a look at those. There we go. A Loyal Howl and Heart of Darkness. And then once we hand these in and go back to the conductor, we'll get a couple more bounty hunts. Do those, then we'll get a tough boss. Do that, and then we'll have one more tough boss, and that will be us finished with Ni No Kuni. So we are so close to the end now, I can almost smell it, I really can. And as I mentioned in the last episode, I think, or the one before, there has never, in my experience as a gamer, been an RPG, a Japanese RPG, with this much post-game content. I mean, I think Star Ocean, some of the Star Ocean games come close, but that is mainly because there is so much grinding to do in those in order to power level your characters to the point where you can defeat the bosses. Whereas in Ni No Kuni, that's not really necessary. There is just a lot of content anyway, so I've really enjoyed it, and I'm getting sad that we're getting so close to the end. But that's the way it goes, and that'll mean it'll be time to move on to bigger and better things, maybe. So please join me next time as we continue on, racing towards the end of this quite amazing game. I hope this episode has been helpful to you. If it has, please post a comment in the comment section, share this video with your friends, and hit the like button as well. I've been your host, Fuzzfinger. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.